To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey, and behind every page there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
Hey, I'm Joe Pruitt. I'm the publisher and /CEO of Aftershock Comics, and you're watching The Experience.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. And you were live with us on The Experience. I got a store full of awesome folk here today. Haven't been in a while and didn't know we had a pizzeria. Yeah. So welcome. It's really, really good pie. You should get some. It's What's in the Box time. Behind the scenes is Bean, who showed her sweetie Avery 7 for the first time. And what happened? Because that's where we left our conversation. Was he grossed out?
Liked it. He's not a big movie guy, so he liked it. He was excited that Morgan Freeman was in it, so
Perfect.
Yeah.
Major beanitude is what you got. Yeah, my husband does not like horror or those kinds of gross things either. So he'll watch them if I you have to watch it just for so you understand anything that I'm saying. But he's not one to be let's go to this movie. Fair warning to anyone that watches our show today, do not for any reason spoil anything from Spider-Man. It will be banned for life. A life ban will occur because that's not cool. But if you wanted to chat with us, we're going to be playing some more 90s trivia, which we love doing very much. Oh, okay. So JD just finished reading Something's Killing the Children, Volume 1 and 2. Yeah. Now you need to start into, I think the third one's coming out real soon. And then the series that is the follow-up, The House of Slaughter. You need to read that. So it'll be really cool. All right, so today we're going to do a lot of fun. I've got stuff on the board. I'm going to go give you guys one more chance at the trades at really great prices that I had the other day. This is all stuff that we just got in or we got cleaned and pressed, so it's nice. We got the rest of that Spawn collection. I have a box from our Kickstarter with Good Boy, which no one's seen, not even me. I opened it up just so that it's actually open, but I did not get into it yet. That means! And then we're going to hear from John Anthony Chiak Saltero, who sent me books directly. So whenever we have people pop on, that are part of any of those projects, we're going to go to doing that instead because we want to make sure. Like Dr. Christie!
Hi!
I'll change where I am in the picture, and then you don't have to do all that crazy stuff.
Hello! Hi, how are you?
I'm doing so good. It's been crazy busy at the store today. I'm sure it's been crazy at yours.
It's been, comics are weird right now. Well, the industry is weird right now, and there's so much going on and trying to, Yeah.
Right now, the biggest problem is people have been sent with a list. Unfortunately, the list is all of the hardest things ever to get. And
or they're out of print right now, or they're back ordered, or if it's manga, you can't, it's hard to find because the paper shortage. I was reading this whole thing, and it's just so I'm just well, okay, I'm sorry.
The good news is that we are in an industry where the stuff that would normally, like if you're in the clothing industry, you couldn't be just like, well, just buy last year's clothes. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're in an industry like, we have last year's stuff. It's probably worth twice as much. So
that's true. So true. So true.
all right. So everybody, just so that you know how cool the person is that's right here. This is Dr. Christy. She owns Aya Comics in Muncie. So if you ever are up that way, you should go and visit her because you can see her in person and be in her famous presence. Ooh. And visit her puppy dog.
Oh yeah.
Is he always are they up at the store all the time?
Well, Poe, we used to have him there more. Not Poe. Poe's different. Poe, he was abused before we got.
So he's a little bit has a little anxiety.
Yeah, a little bit. So he doesn't do well with people. So he's usually home, and Buddy is the sweetest dog in the world, but he's torn his ACL, so he has trouble. And Luna is just a horrible little dog that I love dearly, but so they're there sometimes. It just kind of depends on the day. So
you may see a dog, I guess.
So,
and Dr. Christy is responsible for amazing books, including, oh my gosh, Good Boy is just taking the world by storm. It's so funny. I went and looked up Good Boy Kickstarter just to kind of see what's out there. And there's literally 2 books listed. So what's clear to me is that people either got this thing and they're never ever going to sell it, anything from it, or whatever was available is gone. And they're for issues 2 and 3, which I'm like, I don't even know how.
I know it's because I was like looking, I was like, okay, well, I've got some extras, we'll see how much you're going for. You can't find them because nobody, well, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you to open this up because even if you've seen the pictures, the 1, 2, and 3 are so like I still get a little teary-eyed when I see them because they're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. It's just, I cannot believe how wonderful they turned out. And it's just, they're so nice. And we had so many issues with the shipping of these books and getting them in, it was just like, it was just, but then people would get them and they're like, okay, it was worth the wait because they're so pretty. And it's
like, never mind, we're good.
That's true. They're so pretty. I love them so much.
All right, so should we crack it? The only thing I did was open up the box just so that I didn't have to have a Sharpie, and I'm not a Sharpie, a Sharp over here, which I'm probably still gonna have to get because I think there's boxes in the box.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm gonna, so like all good boxes, there's plenty of good paper. Let's get through that. Yeah, there are. Oh, Max, can I have a Sharp? Because I'm gonna have to get in there.
I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm gonna be able to pay for many bodies to be removed. I like it.
What could this be?
I feel lucky. Oh, it is absolutely. I got money now.
Yes.
All right. So what is the little saying mean? It's definitely.
Oh my gosh, Gary and I were talking about this. It's been so long since we've done it. One of them is I should look
for
it up.
Optimus.
It was Good Boy. One of them is Good Boy.
Yeah,
the other one is Loyalty. We kind of changed it a little bit. Oh my gosh, I like.
Words that I can't say.
Yeah, we were like, my favorite is below the Cupid. You have the little crossbones.
Oh my God.
I was like, okay, I want a Cupid with a gun, and they were like,
it does. It is a Cupid with a gun.
It is a Cupid with a gun. I'm looking up our notes because we went back and forth on this because we were like, we want it to be like this, but not like this. Oh my gosh, I got a new stupid phone. So it's like I have to sign in to everything.
I love that JD's over there like, sex bot, boom, killed. Just taking them down left and right like it's a battle.
It's beautiful. Well, we decided we want. Yay. Okay. I don't even understand what this is. I already have one. Oh well, I'll look it up in a minute. Anyway, so it's so we had Good Boy on it because it's Good Boy. And then we put loyalty. I think we were like loyalty, compassion, perseverance, I think is what.
That makes sense. Those things make sense.
Yeah. So, because we wanted it to be
good boys.
Oh my gosh, they're so heavy. They're so heavy.
These are quality things. Because this was an upgrade, right? You guys got to upgrade them because you guys
got to upgrade it. So they were going to be a little bit smaller, but then they got upgraded. But I mean, they're always going to be cool. Thank you. Thanks, Ken. We had so much fun, and oh my gosh, yesterday I just thought of something, and I called Garrett, and I was like, Garrett, this is what we're going to do in Volume 3. And he was just like, oh my gosh, that's so great. We could do this. And so, yeah, so it's like we have a whole thing for that. But the coins turned out so well. And this is also cute. The little pin. We have
a special pin of some sort, or is this just like something fun thrown in?
It was one of the levels that we did. We decided we would do a pin. And that's Kit. That's Kit's art.
Oh, yeah.
Up the Kickstarter. Because he didn't do the A or the B cover. We had Nick Bradshaw and Francesco Francavilla do those. But he did all of the Kickstarter, most of the Kickstarter cover.
Oh,
well, what could that be?
Totally gave me my knife. By the way, don't ever cut the way I do. Don't do what I say, not what I do. Don't record yourself.
I know it's.
What they don't know is that this is so dull that it could not cut anything. Never sharpen anything. It's only meant to cut tape. We're good. Paper. We're gonna have like a giant pile of paper up here.
We have more. Oh yeah, there's so much paper.
Ah! It's the thank you, dudes.
Isn't that just amazing?
This is so cool. Now, who did this one?
That is Alex Monique.
Oh, love
she is the one who is doing art on that book I'm writing, Mysterium.
Oh, okay.
So
those are way cool. You happen to know the going rate on those? For anything we don't know, guys, I'll make up.
I don't know what to put on those because I haven't seen any for sale. That's probably the rarest of any.
That's the rarest of them?
Because you could only get that in the retailer pack. And you only got one. So
I only got two because I got the Space Cadets retailer pack.
Well, you got like the double, So for everyone that you had, it was just like boom. So that I don't know. It's like I only have one of those. So it's so beautiful. I love it.
If you're interested, I'm going to keep one forever for the store. So the other one probably maybe I might have to put that at auction or something. So
it seriously is the most rare of all the books. So. Oh, I can't wait for you to turn this over and look at it. Oh my gosh. Is that not beautiful? And that was an upgrade from one of the Kickstarter levels, the Shiny Good Boy. So beautiful. And that book is super special because that is the only place where you can read. There were 2 backup stories. So
the backup stories are in this one.
Yeah, 2 of the levels that we hit. David Boer did a backup story about Flint going to the vet. John taking Flint to the vet.
Yep, the big lie.
Yes. And then Trish Forstner and Tony Fleece of Stray Dogs fame did a backup 2-pager of talking about what is the best thing that goes with peanut butter.
2 great tastes. I love it. And it has pinups.
It is one of the funniest things. I laugh so hard. It's got extra pictures in the back. Those are some of Kit's. I wish I had one here to go through too. Some of Kit's designs. Yeah. That's a nice stack of number 1s, Jeff said. Yes, it is.
So Joe D. McPhee's on saying hi.
From the desk of a small press publisher. Who is this?
That's Joe D. McPhee.
Joe what?
Joe D. McPhee.
Oh, okay. They were in my class when I did my gender and comic book class. That's awesome. Yeah. So those are exclusive. They're so good. Those are like super special because right now that is the only place that you can read those 2 backup stories.
So wait, have you seen these? The price on these at all?
Those I think are like 50. Yeah. I think the whole set of 1, 2s, and 3s I've seen for $100. But the number 1 is 50 because it is the only place that has those 2 backup stories in and all of the extra stuff. So you can't those aren't in the regular number 1.
Okay. So because I love all of you guys that are coming onto the show to see them brand new, I'm gonna offer them during the show only for $40. So
you guys jump on that. And those are like limited too. So
I'll probably regret it. Like, when
when one of the kids needs braces.
Happens, of course. I sure will.
Number 3 is I think my favorite. I think it's the most beautiful, but I can't wait for you to open that one.
Okay, so this
Brandon
one says
Locke.
Rome and Metal.
Brandon, that is a good deal, man. I'm telling you. And the thing is, nobody's selling them. Nobody's selling the ones that they got from Kickstarter because everybody wanted it. I mean, they wanted to keep them. I don't blame them. Ooh, what's in the box, Jen?
What's in the box? You never tell.
You're like,
we're just trying to figure out how to get it out without torquing it.
Yeah.
Let go. Come out, I think.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Now I've got something in my lap. I'm not going to start shaking around another thing. Let's see what's in this part.
Garrett and I had so much fun writing this book. And every time we would get pages from Kit, it was like Christmas. Better than Christmas.
Yeah, I can't wait for the thing at the bottom of the box.
Oh my gosh. Oh, now which one is this? Is this the Sad Flint? Yes. So that is the Wolverine homage.
Yep.
So let me figure this out. I'm trying to remember. I know Sean Forney did the colors on this one.
So it is chromium front and back, and the back has got, of course.
Oh my gosh! And that is the key card.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the design from the key card that was New York Comic. I was like, what's that one convention we were at? Yeah, you were there. I was there. There were lots of people. There's so many variants out. So many.
There were how many store variants did people choose?
I don't even know. I totally lost track. See, nobody. And that one, I don't even know. Jeff, are you on here? Because if you are, how much is that one? Do you know? Jeff keeps track of everything for me because I'm like, I want them all. I want to keep them all.
I'm sure you've got to end up with an entire set, right?
We've got a few.
That's the rules. If you like make a book, you're gonna have one.
I'm trying to find the. Oh, good boy. And see, this one I just don't know who or how much because
there's already out there.
If you don't know the I know you do, but the sad one. This is the original Wolverine.
Yes. Oh.
So the one that we did the homage of.
That's what it's based on.
Sad Wolverine. The Sad Flint.
So sad.
There's so many. I think this one is not one of the ones in the box, but I think this cover, this Daredevil, is one of my favorites. Oh my gosh!
You know, if you're gonna come to Comic Palooza and hang out with me.
Yeah, I cannot. Oh yeah, we should. When is that?
Usually in Memorial Day weekend, but I can't. It's been moved around so much now. I don't know when they're gonna.
Who knows now? Do you remember how much that one is? The Wolverine.
Only got one
we
copy.
don't know. We only have one copy,
It's not.
and then we're keeping that one. So
That makes sense to me.
I don't know.
So if you guys are interested in the chromium, let me know, and I'll find a really good deal price for you guys.
It is a beautiful. That's one that looks way better in person.
It does, especially the metal.
Oh my gosh, way better in person, because you're thinking, oh, that's cute, and then you're like, oh.
Like you got, they package this one really good. Usually in May. Okay.
Well, it is
May.
July this year.
I will
July this year, of course, they're going to put it up against Comic-Con because they're dumb.
We
They're going to lose.
are having our very first Muncie Comic-Con on
Really?
May 21st. We were going to have it last year, but obviously we didn't.
Okay, Brandon, we're going to write it down. Brandon loves all of this.
Brandon, you are going to love it. It's so beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful. What one's that?
This is the same, but this is a metal cover, so it's not chromium back. But the front is metal
cover. Like, you can't really see how awesome it is on the video. It just doesn't translate. It's beautiful.
That's crazy.
It's so the metals on all these turned out so well.
If you're using the metal of it on it, just let me know. Like I said, I'll let you guys know when I know.
The problem is we have nothing to compare it to, because nobody's selling them. The ash cans, I can tell you, but you already have that figured out.
What is this? I haven't seen this one. All right, hold on.
Oh, those are my favorites. That's number 2, and that's metallic up there. This is my absolute favorite.
Wow.
I think that one makes me cry. It's so pretty. The third one. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. No, those are all Kit Wallace covers. And I tell you what, when he turned in the number 3, it was just black and white. It's breathtaking. It looks like it reminded me of like Bernie Wrightson when he did the Frankenstein and everything, and did like wood cut stuff. It was amazing. He is amazing.
I know you're calling it, but I haven't offered it yet. So I only have one of those, so that might be. I don't mean to be a tease or whatever, but that's the specific thing I might have to keep.
You should have more of the 2s and 3s, right?
I don't know. Probably in this box. I don't know. All right, so there's some cool stuff in here. Oh, signed by Doc.
Oh my gosh. They sent me those on a Friday and said, we need these back. Was it Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Friday. We need these back by Monday.
Did you sign them? Was that the 1,200 things you were talking about?
Yeah, well, I think there were 1,500 total.
Where does this one, where's that one supposed to live?
That is a book plate. So you can put that wherever you want.
Okay, so I can have one signature series if I want.
Yes. Well, I could probably pull some strings for you, Jen.
That's just regular Good Boy ash can.
That is just the regular Good Boy ash can. However, that is the first appearance of John and Flint.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yep, and as far as I know, the price is still around $25 online. I don't know if that's still holding.
It's going from like 25 to some people are selling them for crazy amounts. It's crazy.
I think they realize that it's eventually going to disappear. Oh, I like this card of John Sparks. This is my favorite picture of.
Oh, I think they're so cute.
So I got a foil card.
You should have another one in there too.
Dead John. And Flint. I'll end you.
Those were a stretch goal also.
And then the the stickers. If you got an ash can from me or probably from Dr. Christie, you probably got one of these as part of that
with the
edition for the
newsletter.
ash can.
Yeah.
Still love them. Or if you got a box from them, they put it all over it.
On the back of that, this one,
Look at
that
this rarity.
is one of the coolest things in the entire box that nobody else has. No one. That is volume 2 ash can.
I'm gonna read it.
Oh my! This
I
is,
don't want to touch that one to read it because it's so hard not to.
we kind of deviate from, like the first 3. The first volume is pretty much, that is our love letter to John Wick, to the movies. This is, we deviate here. You still have your John Wickisms, as I call it, but that's where we make it our own. And my favorite character is in volume 2. He's not in the ash can. He's in the next page.
You just teased it.
I'm teasing it. Oh my gosh, I love him.
Okay.
What's in there? Oh my god. Oh,
Who's a good boy?
who's a good boy?
Oh.
And this
Now-
one says the Kickstarter bee. Is that
That
correct?
was the Kickstarter bee.
Mhm.
Someday I know may have the original art to that.
What?
Yeah,
Lucky dog.
those are so. I love that cover. I was like, at first I was like, yeah, that's nice, and then the more I looked at it, the more I'm like, I really, really like that cover. Really like that a lot.
I like his snaggletooth.
Yeah.
All right, so do you have an idea for what
How much
those
is
should be?
About $35 for those.
Okay, so those are
$1 million.
Yeah, $1 million. So if they're $35 books tonight, just during the show, they're $25, and then that disappears forever as a deal.
Get them now, man. There's not going to be a ton of those.
I have a feeling I'm going to get lots of messages after the show. I missed the show. Can I get the show deal?
Yeah.
Welcome everybody that's on. I see Richard's on, and Mauricio, and Ken.
Hi, Richard. Hi, Mauricio. Thank you for all your support with Good Boy. I'm like, what's she opening now?
Treasure says $25 good boy.
Mm-hmm. You're a good boy. You can have a $25 good boy.
Hi, Lucas.
Hey!
Oh, she got some of the prints.
I got prints. What?
I signed. I don't even.
Not everything that was supposed to be part of my Kickstarter. So maybe that's coming later.
I didn't even get those. I got those and I signed them and sent them back. But
I'll get you one. That seems silly.
you're like, I'll get you one.
Signed posters. You know I always got your back, girl.
The movie poster is coming. Those were so late. We had some printer issues, and so he's sending all of those later. He just wanted to make sure that we got all that out as much as we could. So those are going to be sent with a special little gift. So
Perfect. And then just so everybody knows, I bought the special Space Cadets box, which means I have an original page of Good Boy #1 at some point.
yes, those are coming from Kit. Those have to be shipped separately from England.
Ooh.
So, those are so pretty. Remember those
Yes.
that I signed?
I said, can we keep one?
And I said, no, we have to send them all back. We'll get one in our Kickstarter. Because I said I backed it.
You backed your own Kickstarter a little bit.
Well, I was like, Garrett, I don't know if we're going to make it. So I'm going to go ahead and just back it. I just did it like the $30 level. And I'm just like, just in case. And then 3 hours later, we were funded. So
You know what's really weird is that these little boxes, are probably worth $1 million right now.
oh, I know.
Cardboard's so hard to get.
We have everybody's making fun of me because I'm like, we're keeping all of this cardboard.
Yeah.
So our whole basement is just full of cardboard.
We should. I mean, like we've got we've got one of our employees now works for Lego, and so they're at the Lego store. They keep all the boxes for us. So he'll come with like these hundreds of boxes, and then we go right through them. So we're so thankful for them. So
Those-
don't buy cardboard right now. Find a store near you that you know ships out, and ask them if they want your shipping supplies. Like if you get peanuts or those bubbles and stuff, do not throw them away. They just become landfill, but they can be upcycled, as they say, and they would be so happy to have.
We sent some home with a friend who was visiting us, another Duffy, and then we're asking there's a pottery place down the road. We're like, I'm sure they could use it. We get so much bubble wrap from Penguin.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? What should we do for Good Boy posters?
I have no idea. Now there's not that many. There's 75, I think.
How many did you? Yeah.
There's only
She looks like
75.
she has most of them there.
And it looks like you have the majority of them.
I don't know, maybe 20 of them?
Yeah, so you have
You have the lion's share.
Yeah, I have none. What do you think for those? What would you put it at?
I'd put it no less than 25.
He said he would put it no less than 25.
Okay. So I'm gonna take him at his word.
And they're double signed.
Yeah, they're double signed.
By Mr. Garrett Gunn himself and me.
There you go. If you want a Good Boy, I'm going to go back over everything for you guys. This is the Good Boy poster, double signed, limited edition of 75. We're going to put those at $25.
So pretty.
And then
boxes. Comic boxes, man. We got a few the other day and we're like, oh.
Then this one is Good Boy number 1, but this edition is the only one that exists that there's 2 backup stories and then some concept art and some other images in the back.
Backup stories by Stray Dogs creators Trish Horstner and Tony Fleece. And the other one by David Boer. It's amazing. Hi, Seat.
Seat is in the house. So this one is a $50 book we're doing for $40 during the show only. This is a Good Boy thank you variant that is not for sale, but I just wanted you guys to see.
I have no idea. Like I said, we have one of those. So you have more than we do.
And then things we have to still investigate, but if you are interested in one, let me know. This is the Chromium front and back sad Wolverine homage.
I'm going to ask Garrett.
Mm-hmm. And then, so those are really limited. I only got 5 of those, and I got the biggest Kickstarter bundle you could get.
Yeah, we have one. So that's why it's not for sale.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell either. I have big regrets. I think I have stashed away somewhere a couple of the New York Comic Con ones with the metal things.
Oh,
but
my
so
God.
funny is I stashed it so good, I don't know where it was.
Those are, now you can find those for sale, but they're going for like $100, $125.
I think 125 is where it's normalized to right now.
Yeah.
And then this one is the Kickstarter. Am I doing this right? Yeah, Kickstarter B.
Kickstarter.
So the normal B was Francavilla.
Yes, which is so good.
So the only way you could get this one is to back the Kickstarter. This is the B cover, and this one is a $35 book we're doing for $25 just during the show, and then no more. And
I just asked Garrett, and he goes, "I'm not selling any," and I'm like, "I know, that's not what I'm asking. I'm not selling mine either. That's why I don't know."
I think that's how it's going to happen, right? If one comes on the market, everyone's going to lose their mind. Volume 2, Ash Can. There's only one, and it's mine. So this is just like a show and tell. Are they going to make? Are these going to be made later?
We will have a volume 2 Ash Can, but it will not be that cover. Okay. That is the exclusive Kickstarter cover.
There you go. So Adam, we'll let you know when we know. We got to figure out what the chromium's worth.
$150 for the metal, $150 for the metal, and $75 for the chromium. That's the prices that Garrett said.
And he knows we're talking about the Kickstarter ones and not the regular ones from Kirkham.
Yes, okay. The sad Wolverine.
Okay, so he says $75 for the chromium. So if you're interested in the chromium at $75, let me know. I only have 5 of them, and then they're done.
It changed Wolvie to Wilbur.
Changed it to Wilbur?
Yeah. When have I ever typed Wilbur into my phone?
Love it. And then I only have 2 of the metal. And he said, what? He said 150?
Yeah, Garrett said 150 for the metal and
I
75.
will sell one at 150 and the other one's going to stay with the store. So
I was like, he was like, I'm not selling it. I'm like, it's for Jen. Oh.
something's ringing.
How good is that metal though?
That metal is so beautiful. Jen, it doesn't, like, you can't, like, you see a picture of it and it's one thing. And then you see it in person, like you're looking at it. It's like so pretty.
It's just butter. That's what I
It
gotta
is
say.
better.
All right, so we had a claim. So we got a claim from the metal and the chrome from Brandon Luck. And then Steve Gold wants a chromium at 75. And if you guys want them top loaded, let me know. I will tell you that top loaders are going to make you faint for how much I'm going to charge you for them. I'm currently going to charge $10 per top loader because I can't get any more. They're that rare right now.
I guess we're going to put ours up. Remember when they used to be like $3?
Yeah. And then I put them at 5 the other day, and then someone bought all that I had on the floor. And I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to have any past this weekend, I better.
You can't find them.
No. I've asked my supplier 2 solid months in a row, any size top loader for comic books. And they're like, no.
Yeah. And we finally got 10 short boxes. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we have a bunch on back. Yeah, this is what you're getting. Okay. All right.
I literally ordered last month short boxes with no lids because that was the way I could get them. And I was happy to have them. And people were like, for the lids. I'm like, I can give you a used one from my back room of which I have thousands if you don't mind. And they're like, that sounds good. This is where we're living, where it's just like, what do you have? We can scrounge.
Exactly. It's like this. The book is $5 and the bag and board's another $5.
It's like, I tell you what, we're going to let you guys Greco-Roman wrestle for the right to buy one.
Yeah.
This one's for Quintero. This piece for Quintero. All right, now I want to understand, Mauricio, we're calling something. Were you calling the chromium? The $150 metal sold. The other one is mine. I guess we can Greco-Roman fight for it.
Because we'll be coming to your shop in February.
Yeah, and there's no telling what's in this. So I also have a mystery footlocker, which is total mystery, but I paid a princely sum for it. So it's probably got something okay in there.
Yeah, there's some goodies going in there.
So don't miss the Good Boy tour showing up at our store, because also Flint Sparks will show up. So
yes,
you can meet Flint Sparks in person, and he will not murder you, as far as
somebody
I know.
wants
It
to.
has something to do with John's death, and then
Yeah,
you can co-own it. Mauricio, you'll hold it for me, and then I can visit it whenever I want. We might talk about that. And then I have no idea what to do with these. If I know I'm going to get 1,000 more of these, and I'm okay with selling some, but otherwise I want to hold them.
I know. I'm like having them around, carrying them around in my pocket, linking them together.
All right, I'll sell 2 of them just because this is mean to show things to people and they can't have them. So super heavy metal one. Dr. Christie's going to name whatever price she wants.
I would do like at least $20.
Oh, that seems low for something you can't just go buy in the open market.
That's up to you. I mean, this is it. We're not making any more of those. So
I'm going to say $50 a piece, because then I only have 3 and I can only take care of 3 bodies. And that's going to be a problem if I have 4 to get rid of.
Yeah, I haven't sold any of ours because we only have 2. So and they're so super cool, and they're heavy. They're not a little like plastic piece of nothing.
These are good pieces.
You can bite it, and Hi, Tanya. Tanya's here.
All right. Tell us what's coming out next for you. What's going on that people need to be watching and putting on.
Okay, next, let's see. The Postmasters Kickstarter just finished, so that stuff will be coming out. We will have the Postmasters out in a few months, and it'll be in stores. We have Christmas Caroline is in previews this month.
The ash can is really good, so you guys should hunt it down if you don't have it.
That book is so fun. I love it so much. It's so much fun. People, I think, are really going to dig it. I mean, even people who like Christmas. And it's Caroline is a great character. I love everyone in that book. It's just awesome, except Santa. He's a jerk.
Yeah, it's not going to turn out good for him, I don't think.
No. And then I have Mysterium based on the from Asmodee. They asked me to write a comic book for them, so I have that. It's there's going to be 3 arcs. The first story arc is 3 issues, and it's so if you have played Mysterium, you will love it. If you haven't played Mysterium, you can still love it. All my Columbo knowledge is finally come in handy. You know, I was like, yes, it's paid off. So
Is
yeah.
that Source Point also?
He's making fun of me because I'm sitting like this. That is sort. Oh, you're doing your Columbo.
No.
What? What are you doing? Oh, boy. Oh, I forgot.
Yes.
He's trying to remind me of another book. Blind Justice.
Oh yeah.
We just had the C2E2. We just had the exclusive Ash Can. Chris Campana is on art. He's killing it, man. It's our little like making fun of Golden Age superheroes kind of book. So it's fun.
we have those, just for anybody that's watching. We have those inbound, so they were sweet enough to secure us some copies and have them coming to us. So if you,
I do know that I saw the stack of yours. So and there were only 150 of those.
Wow.
So, they were all gone. Every single one was gone when we left. So the only ones that were left were the ones that you have. We have some of this at our store, and you have some at your store, and that is it. It's a really, really fun series. So there's Blind Justice. We Eat Gods is a book that Garrett, Kit, and Dave and I are working on, and they're completely it's I love this team, but it's our first YA book, so we're doing a book that finally a book that I can go, hey Mom, look, I wrote this.
Well, you're not handing her Christmas Caroline? Come on.
I tried to hide Damnation of Charlie Wormwood that I was even doing that because it's terrible. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's there's cursing and you know, my mom doesn't like any of that stuff. And then, but she found out, and she was like, "I went and bought this at a store," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing that." Yeah, it's like, don't. I said, "Mom, there's curse words in it. I'm so sorry." She was like, "I know that they curse in prison," and I'm like, "Okay."
It would be very unreal if they didn't curse them.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. When I taught there, I would always say, you have to wait till 6 p.m. before you can drop the F-bomb. So 6 p.m., like 3 hands would go up and I'd go, yeah, and they just drop it. And I'm like, okay, it's 6. You know, it's a 6 o'clock alarm. So yeah, so there's a lot going on. So we've got Mysterium and Blind Justice and We Eat Gods and what's the other one I just said? Christmas Caroline. We got so much. It's and Postmasters. Postmasters is beautiful. Ruben Moko's doing the art on that, and it's killer, man. It's got more of like an anime feel to it, like a manga feel. It's really, really different, and it's so much fun. So been enjoying that. It's way more serious than Good Boy, but I think right now Good Boy is just, somebody said, can you name your favorite book? I know it's like naming your favorite kid. And I'm like, Good Boy. That's it. Well, you know.
Anybody that knows you has to know that that's true.
Tanya, you can hear Poe chewing on a bone. All the dogs are sitting around. Yeah, they're Buddy's laying down right next to me. I don't know where Luna is. Oh, she's in the chair, because she has to have a cushion. The
She's a
princess.
fancy chair.
Yeah. And Poe's got his bone. As you can hear, it's a staple. I don't even hear it anymore. It's like, oh, that noise. Oh, yeah, that's Poe. So, who is in issue 2 of Good Boy?
I can check it out, but I don't want to touch that without gloves.
Issue 2, he's in there, and he is wonderful. So I bought that page from Kit because I was like, I have to have the first appearance of Poe.
Oh yeah.
So, and he may or may not be on a cover coming up. So I want him to rebark some books.
Oh, just paint. That would be
I guess I'm just get a little ink pad. Well, big ink pad because his paws are giant. So yeah. So
thanks for coming on.
Well, thank you for all your support of Good Boy. You've just been amazing, and I can't wait till we deliver your crate. It's you're gonna have so much Good Boy goodness. You're gonna rebark. I know. I think it's so funny.
Start a new thing when there's like a million dog-related books that do have rebarks.
Yes, I'm gonna put dogs in every book. So,
think about it. Yeah.
yeah, why not? But yeah, so there's you've been so supportive of this book, and I know we had like setbacks with books not showing up and everything, and you were still cool through all of it, and we really appreciate it. And I'm hoping it's going to be a long-term thing that people are going to be talking about this for a while. And I mean, I will be, but somebody actually came in the shop. We had this huge Good Boy wall, with 4-color fiends, light above it and all that. And somebody came in and I said something about Good Boy, and they said, "Oh, what's Good Boy?" And I went, "Oh, ha ha!" Like I don't mention it every 5 seconds. And they're like, "No, seriously." And they hadn't heard of it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh,
how's that possible?"
Then like 5 minutes later, somebody came in and went, "What's Good Boy?" Ha ha! And I'm like, "See, that's what I was thinking," but they really didn't know what it was. So I was like, "Well, I guess I haven't talked to you for like a year, So because it's usually like, "Hi, how are you, Good Boy?"
How many copies would you like?
Yeah, we have plenty. But man, and wait, issue 2 comes out not next week, but the week after, I think.
That's
the end of the month. Those, I think that the issue 2 covers are the best of the first 3. I just, man, they both just killed it. Bradshaw and Francavilla just killed it. They're so good.
Love how you guys reach for the stars, and then you're like, of course. They said yes.
Yeah, I still can't believe Nick Bradshaw and Francavilla are doing covers for this. We're like, what? We've got some really cool people for 2 also, so for the volume 2. So,
love it.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
All right. Well, thank you so much for spending your time with us.
Of course.
Everyone loves you.
Oh, we're going to go see Spider-Man. So
go enjoy it. You got to do it now before people spoil it.
I know it's before, especially, like in where we are, you and I, it's somebody's going to say something.
Yeah,
I'm like, I can't get on social media. Yeah. I was just like,
unalive you if you spoil it for other people.
Yeah. I just don't, even my son came and goes, "Oh my gosh, the reviews." And I went, "I don't want to know." He goes, "I was just going to tell you and I'm like, shh, I don't want to know if it's good or if it's bad or anything. I want to know nothing. Nothing. I want to Grogu this, So I'm so excited. So,
don't guess anything.
Yeah.
I told them before we started this. If anyone says anything about Spider-Man, you will be life banned.
I used to have, when the kids were little, a spoiler stool. And if they spoiled something, they'd have to go sit on it for 10 minutes.
Dora, are you kidding me?
A suit. Oh, that's it.
Hold on.
Is it a tux? So
no, he's like the most famous superhero in Mexico.
Oh, that's awesome.
Given to me by Mauricio, who is one of our viewers from Mexico.
Awesome. That's so sweet. That's a pretty cool shirt. So
Very, very nice. He actually gave me 2 because he wasn't sure what size. So I wear them sometimes on accident, 2 of them in a week. So it's like I don't wash.
mine's very boring, but I did wear my Doctor Strange.
I was gonna say, were you gonna do like this?
Yeah. So yeah.
Sorry if I just did sign language for something obscene.
How dare you say that? All right. Well, good luck. If you need anything, let me know. Whatever is missing out of there, let Garrett know and he'll fix it. So, because I'm not sure. I don't even remember anymore. I was just like, oh, I don't even know what we got. So, enjoy Spider-Man. The movie can bring joy to all the Bears fans. Yeah, we're Bears fans and they're terrible. It's so sad. It's like, well, let's watch the Bears win. Oh, wait. So.
Chip says I was really close to a dirty word. Uh-oh.
Actually, you were close, so that's pretty funny.
We're gonna take a break, which we skipped our break because I'm a horrible person and sometimes do such things if I'm in a roll. So we're gonna do a break. We'll do a double break. So you're gonna see twice as many commercials so we can get our commercials in. And then when we come back, we've got another guest that sends cool things to unbox.
Yay!
It's unboxing day. Go figure. And what's in the box?
What's in the box? It's crazy.
Thanks, Dr. Christie.
All right. Well, thank you so much. See you soon. I'm trying.
Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
I'm Thomas Munn with Blue Juice Comics, and you're watching The Experience.
back. This is The Experience, and you're watching our shows, What's in the Box? If you missed the first hour, we had a crazy time where we talked to Dr. Christy Blanche and opened up our largest size Kickstarter box. They made it specially for us with a bunch of cool Kickstarter stuff in this top row here. I'm going to show that better to you. There you go. We got some good boy deals up there that are only available during this show, but we have another guest just to make you crazy, and then we'll get to the other crazy stuff on the board. Right now, I've got John Anthony Saltero.
Hey,
Oh,
thank you for having me on.
I'm so sorry for the delay.
Oh, no worries. Like I said, I had to run some errands before tomorrow, so I appreciate the fluctuation.
Very smart. Okay. Do you have like a full-on comic book rack behind you in your office?
Not specifically. Like, there's a shelf back behind my body that has like a bunch of graphic novels, and then there's like one of those 9 cubes that I've put some of my favorite slabs on.
It's really cool looking.
Thank you. It originally had nothing but Nightwing, because Nightwing's my favorite character.
Well,
And then when I had to move it earlier this year, I decided to kind of change it up. So it's got Turtles, Nightwing, Something is Killing the Children, Naomi. So
perfect. So I cheated a little bit and I opened the box already.
okay.
So this was the box. Pretend it's closed. And woof, this was in it. The Bubba Patrol. So cute. So this is issue 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is that what I see?
So the first one you held up with the 133 homage, that's issues 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Because we sold out of issue 1, and we have very, very few copies of issue 2. So I was like, you gotta put them both together. You can't do like separate print runs.
That's a good solution for having it.
And the neat thing about it is, if you have the individual issues, the special edition's slightly different. It's printed on newsprint, and there's one visual change in the special edition. Plus, I had to re-letter it because of my newer printer. So you get slightly adjusted dialogue, so it flows a little bit better.
Unique. Oh, I see
Yes.
what you're saying now. It's got like newsprint, but it's not like brown. Like when people say newsprint, they're all usually thinking something completely different. They're thinking of like the old brown newsprint that happened. But this is the nice white newsprint that now exists.
And I'm just when I started reading books, it was right when they were getting ready to switch to like the glossy pages and the like 600 DPI, and there's something about the feel of newsprint, the look of the way the ink absorbs, the smell of it. When I got those, like one of the first things I did was I just cracked it open and smelled it, and it was like, it was right there for me.
All right, so the main creature here, what is he? He's not human. He's clearly a furry something. What is
he is actually my sidekick, Agnew J. Pennyworth. He debuted in a different title that I did that was much more dark and edgy, but he's appeared in every project I've done. So here he plays the mentor for the dogs and takes the first dog, Sabu, on an adventure to rescue 2 smaller dogs. And
what is it aimed toward? Is it just like in all ages?
Yeah, and I think some of the things that people think about when they see it, they think it's specifically for kids. And while a kid can read it and enjoy it, it has a bunch of Easter eggs in it from my childhood. For instance, when they're going through the warehouse, there's a shot. It's in the first issue. I think it's like page 5 or 6. There's the shot of them right when they get in there. I think it's the next one. One more page.
More than that.
Yeah, one more than that. Yeah.
Okay.
So that top panel on the left side is me paying homage to the end of Indiana Jones, where they're,
Ah.
and that's why he's like, why does this look so familiar? There's a bunch of like references to Star Wars, Mystery Science Theater 3000, obviously the Wolverine costume. Originally, his ninja outfit was just going to be solid black, and when I was coloring it, I was like, that's really boring. And he's got the little claws, so let's turn him into this like goofy Wolverine character.
It's adorable on the cover.
But the difference between it being for kids and being all ages is that I have readers who have been collecting their entire lives or in their 50s. Some of them are even in their 60s, and they appreciate the dialogue and the fact that it doesn't have to be this like dark and gritty type story. It can still be fun, which is the basic aim of the book. That and paying tribute to my dogs. So
I was going to say, did I hear one of your dogs?
yes, and you probably will hear him depending on how long this goes on, because he is a little glutton for attention. So
I can hear him like, hey.
Yeah. I don't know where he went.
This one says the Bubba Files. So what is this, something that's a separate issue?
Yeah, it's like a supplement. I'm a big fan of Secret Files and Origins and learning about the characters. And so this is, and that little guy in the Polaroid, the faux Polaroid, that's the one that you heard. That's Grayson. So you get bios on 6 of the characters, the 6 that are present at that point in time. And then you get his little origin story, or at least kind of the backside of issue 2 told from his perspective. Because he ends up kind of joining the team. So that's like his first appearance.
I like the redacted parts.
Right? I thought that was really funny as well. Like it's all handwritten, but it's still redacted. Like, why?
Look, number 3 is also homage-y. Look at you.
Yes. So number 3 is that's the first Bubba. That's Cypress. And I got her from the Humane Society here in Tucson back when I was a freshman in high school. So close to 30 years ago. And I would have to say she kind of saved my life, helped get me through high school, got me through a lot of like depression, saw me all the way through college. 20 years ago, I had a cancer diagnosis, and like she was right there. And like, she was just the most amazing dog. With all due respect to the guys around here, she was the first one. So.
By the way, if we just had this discussion, because we talked to Good Boy co-creator Dr. Christy Blanche, she has something that she wants to do called rebarking, and this book is rebarked. There's the paw print.
So I call that Bubba graphing.
Oh, Bubba graphing is different. Bubba graph.
Yeah.
Totally unique.
So I've got 3 of the dogs we made rubber paw prints for, so they can each autograph books. I rebark the books, which it's like a remark, but it's like a sketch of the dog.
Oh, there you go.
And that's what I call a rebark. So
perfect. And then 4, when Agnew cries, Bubba's heel.
And that's part 1 of, we're working on issue 5 right now. And that's their first mission that they go on. And during the creation of the book, this is the first time I really fully collaborated with somebody. I have a professional colorist working on the book, and was talking to him about how I didn't want to do homages anymore. And I thought they were kind of cliche. And while I'm talking to him, I'm like, wait a minute, Avengers 4, that's perfect. And so like that kind of went out the window for the remainder of this miniseries. And I was like, well, you got McFarlane, you've got burn. I'm like, you got to do Kirby, right?
It's
So
important. I saw old Playboy comics on the back of the first one. Is that your home shop?
Tony and Christine of Old Pueblo were really awesome. When we did the first issue, they bought a not just the ad space for that, but they actually bought the ad space for the back of the first print. But they got a retailer incentive cover. So I created a cover specifically for them. And Christine wanted something that was very local to Tucson. And we have a wishing shrine here called El Tiradito. And it's where people can, I don't mean to say tchotchkes in a bad way, but they can put tchotchkes or tokens of their loved ones. And it's like a public shrine where you can go and like pay homage. It's kind of like a public ofrenda for the community. And so I drew that with Agnew and Grayson and Foley at the time with tokens of their fallen brethren, Cypress, Sabu, and Guri.
Oh yeah. So cool. All right, so I like to point people back to the creators if I can to get things. So if people are interested in getting a set of these, where shall they go? Do you have a website they can go purchase?
I'm not on a website yet. I still gotta, once we finish issue 5 and get it crowdfunded, then I'll build my website. But I'm on Facebook. Just check out the Bubba Patrol. Instagram at Bubba Patrol. And I'm on Twitter as at JA Chihawk Saltero. I don't remember if I have those linked together or not. But I'm fully willing to ship these out to you, personalize them, have them Bubba graphed, rebark them. We did sketch covers too. So that's always like a nice tribute because we've done pieces of people's pets and done them in my style. So
I love that idea. It helps to have something to remember them by when they pass.
Yeah, and it really helped because let me see if I can do this right because everything's reversed. So right here is Foley's Mr. Whoopi cape.
Ooh.
And so Foley was one of the last original Bubbas. My sister's mother-in-law is a seamstress, like not professionally, but she made my sister's wedding dress. And I asked her if she would make costumes for Foley and Grayson. And she graciously did so. And so Foley passed in March of this year. And he had his costume. And the very next day, Grayson and I went to Michael's and got, like this nice shadow box. And it's pinned in there. He's got a little like giant safety pin that holds the knot that ties around it in place, and that's all up there. So, and I didn't what do you call it? The Swiffer, the little roller, like all the dog hair is still on it and everything. So, and then there's all the different covers that I did up here too. So,
it's amazing. So how long did it have you been working on this?
The original concept started in 2012, and I put an ad on the back of issue 6 of a book I was working on at the time when we went to Phoenix Comic-Con, and then did a print of that ad, and it said coming soon. Now the first book didn't actually come out until 2017. And a lot of that had to do with where I was personally and like a lot of the stuff I was dealing with. But when I fixed all that, I don't know how much you want me to go into detail, but it plays in really big to.
It's your platform.
Okay. So I developed a pretty bad drinking problem. And a year before the first issue came out, I got sober and the dog saw me through that. And towards the end of that, I wrote the first script. Wasn't sure if it was going to be a children's book because I knew how much effort went into drawing a full comic. And I said, okay, that's it. You're doing this as a comic book. That's the way it is. That's what it needs to be. Wrote the comic book, printed it out, set it right here on my art desk. And I'm like, you can't ignore it. It's in a physical form now. Yeah. Procrastinated and stuff started stacking on top of it. And then Guri died on Memorial Day weekend of 2017. And I told myself, like, it's no longer you need to do this, it's you have to do this. And I cranked out the artwork for it, inked it. I was actually coloring it by the end of October that year. And so if somebody comes across a first print of issue 1, you know it's a first print because it's slick gloss paper, because I didn't know anybody who did newsprint at that time. Mm-hmm. And all the pages have only one panel color. It's not full color. So you'll come across that, here or there, maybe, because it was a very small print run. And got that out in time for Tucson Con that year, and then worked on issue 2, which didn't come out until January of 2019, because I decided to color the entire book. And then issue 3 was such a journey because I finished inking it like 3rd of January 2020. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting there on the last page, and I wasn't backing anything up. I had it on a portable hard drive. Hard drive fell off the table and broke. Oh. I lost everything. There was 32 pages. There was one page that was saved that was still sitting on my desktop at the time, so I could save that. I freaked out for a little bit and didn't know what I was going to do.
So would everybody.
Right. Also taught me a very valuable lesson. You back everything up. You back it up 2 or 3 times. Because the same thing could happen if I was doing it traditionally. Like, what if there's, there's a leak in the roof and it damages your pages, whatever. Somebody steals it. And so that issue was really integral for me because it was very cathartic to break through that and redo it, make it even better, make it bigger. And then while working on that 3rd issue, Foley was diagnosed with cancer. So that made it important to me to finish it in time. I added a page where he got his costume, like they all got their costumes, but like it was his moment to sit there and be proud and have his costume. And I kid you not, the way that it plays out in the comic strip is how it played out when I presented him with that cape that his Grandma Marilyn made. I took it out of the package. He knew it was for him. He sat down and he puffed his little chest out and put his head up while I tied it around his neck. And he was so proud to wear that cape all the time.
What a great puppy.
Yeah. His little brother Grayson, on the other hand, does not like putting on his costume. And he gets very anxious about it. But he knows it's important as well. And they actually, both of them, I'm looking at it right now, got to be in the 2021 Bookman's calendar they did last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if you have an old Bookman's calendar, they're about to put out the 2022, they're on the very first page in their costumes. And the photo shoot was great. Like they had like a little green room area and they had a professional photographer and they took us out into the store, and the coordinator was like, you got to pose them by the comics. And I was just like, all right. So me and my mom are there trying to like wrangle them and be like, hey, look over here. The photographer took like, I don't know how many shots, but they sent them to us. And I'm just like super grateful that that's kind of the final legacy for Foley.
Oh, yeah. So sweet. Is there anything else that you're working on that you want people to know about?
Well, early 2022, probably February, we're looking to launch it's most likely going to be on Indiegogo, will be the campaign for issue 5, which will be the final issue in this arc. And then it's going to wrap everything up nicely, but at the same time, the next series of stories, they're all going to be either one-shots or graphic novels, because I don't want readers and fans to have to wait, 6 months or a year, or depending on what happens, to read that next chapter so that it pieces together. Like, you're going to get cohesive stories each time. But I'll be posting that details and trying to get on as many shows to promote it as possible. So, yeah.
We'll have you back on when you get closer. Let me know. Okay.
All right, will do. Thank you so much, Jen.
Everyone say thank you to John for coming and hanging out with us. We appreciate it. And we're going to take a quick break and come right back. We'll get to selling crazy stuff off this wall.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit ComicShopLocator.com to find a store near you.
Hey, I'm Garrett Gunn. You might know me from Good Boy, Warhorns, Franklin and Ghost, and you're watching The Experience.
I hope you guys are ready because our guest spots are done for today. Now it's just hot and heavy selling of Spawn books and trivia. Bean has our first trivia question, I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure it's not when we did this.
All right. Yep. I was gonna.
Ooh, yeah, do this.
Okay. The first one's really easy. Let's start off easy.
Okay.
What color is the video game character Kirby?
All right, what color is Kirby? You guys better get this right.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a really important run here that I have had for a little while and no one has picked up, and I think it's ridiculous. I've got a full set of Truth, 1 through 6. This is the first appearance of Isaiah Bradley, and it's impossible to get a run. Usually there's like people have got number 2 or number 5 or whatever, but they don't ever have the whole thing, and these are all gorgeous copies. I've had 125 on it for a little while, and no one's bid it, so I'm going to do it for $100 today. This should go home. You will not be sad. Isaiah Bradley is an amazing Captain America character. You eligible to play? Absolutely, you should.
What are we doing prizes?
We're doing prizes. You can do whatever you want. There's crazy stuff in that box still. If I had more stuff that came, like stickers or something from the Good Boy, then I could do that. But I will give away... I'm going to give away the Good Boy sticker to our very favorite answer while we're on. So you're going to slip into what kind of food coma, Kyle? So currently the question is, what color is Kirby? Hey, how are you All right. I also have the first appearance of one of the original Carnage-related characters in Ruins of Ravencroft, which goes back in time to the beginning of Ravencroft and introduces characters to you. This one is the first appearance, and the cool part about it is this is the first appearance, second printing, so it's just $20. Kirby is pink, 62 Lefty Blue says.
Are these all up for
Oh, yeah.
distribution?
Yeah, we got some crazy 90 cards to give to you guys. That's what we're doing.
We're doing 90s trivia. We've got 90s cards.
Yep. So the way this gets played is if you guys answer, then you are likely to get a prize. But if you get our favorite answer, we give you more prizes. So, and they're always not worth hardly anything. They're just for fun. Kirby is a color which is foreign to our universe. So beautiful that our minds shy from it, as it would drive us mad. So it replaces it with pink. That's probably all true. That's probably all true.
You know, there's that one shade of purple that doesn't exist.
Okay, so we've had this Miss Marvel for a little while, but it was super wavy and janky. We got it cleaned and pressed for you guys. So this is a cleaned and pressed. It did not change the grade very much because it does still have, damage to it, but it's hard to get a Miss Marvel #1 at all. So this is a newly cleaned and pressed Miss Marvel #1 for just $50. Absolutely, Mauricio. You guys want to jump to that one? Okay. So I have got Spawn. This is the 300. That is the third printing. The other printings are actually rarer than the first printings of this book. And this one is $50. And I have 2 of these. They just came in the same collection. The third, Mauricio doesn't have yet. He's going to grab one. You're welcome. And I have a 4th printing, and that one is also $50, but I only have 1 of them. And then, Mauricio, I have all of the regular 300 issues here if you want to go through those too. I can totally do that. But meanwhile, I'm going to go through it normal. There's the 4th. And then also, we have this Luke Cage Hero for Hire #1 that also was super wavy and janky. And now we also got this one cleat pressed. So it is flat as can be, but it still has all the ticks and stuff that it had before. So we had $325 on this one. So we're going to lower the price and have thrown in the flat for free. So I'm going to do a straight $300 for this one. So it's $25 off, and I'm throwing in the pressing for free. Truth. It is the full run, Kyle. It's normally $125, but I put $100 on it today so that it could find a house, because I think it's a crime. It's not someone's house right now. All right, these are kind of interesting things. These are things I believe that came with the action figures. I know the next batch does, but these are called the fan edition. Oh no, I remember why. I think these came with like the Wizard or one of those kind of magazines. So there's fan edition #1 Spawn. That one's $5. Fan edition #2 is $5. And fan edition 3 is $5. I think that was all of the fan editions that there were. And then this one's like a random one, but this would be a really cool one to do a remark on. This is Spawn Kills Everyone 2, #2, with a bunch of empty space on there. So, he's got his Acme super duper gun. He says he can't watch. So he could be shooting literally anything up there that you like. You just get it painted on there. All right, what is the answer to our trivia question?
Kirby is pink.
Kirby is pink. All you people that said pink get a prize.
Yes. All right, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right, which actress played Gale Weathers in all 3 Scream movies?
Who played Gale Weathers in all 3 Scream movies? Oh, let's see if you know your 90s.
A new one?
Hmm?
I think they're making a new one. a new Scream movie.
I think it might have already come out. I've seen trailers for it. Okay, and also I have a set of the Spawn comics that came with action figures. These all have like a little bit of spine tick. I've got this one that came with Spawn, the one that came with Tremor, the one that came with Violator, the one that came with Overkill, and the one that came with the Spawn Alley play set. And it's $20 for the set. Oh, and there's assembly instructions. Drew Bailey, it is what's in the box. All right, and I have 2 copies of the free Comic Book Day Spawn, and that's our $4 a piece. Wow. All right, we're going to go through this pile first. What was the question again? Who played the main character part in the Scream movies? Clearly not the bad guy, but... All right, I have got Spawn number 311, the Barbary cover, and that one's cover price $3. And this one is Spawn 311. I looked this up and now I can't remember who the cover artist is. We're going to call it Big Gun. That one is also $3. And then I've got Spawn 311s. This is the wonderful Memory of Chadwick Boseman edition that they made. These are all the color versions. And those are all $3. I've got a few. And I've got number 312. This is the awesome edition that was for local comic shop day that has a bunch of comic book stores on it. I guess you can visit them all and get them to autograph. Our store's on the back. And those are $4 a piece. I've got just 2 of them. Those were local comic shop day books. All right, what is the answer? Because we got a bunch of crazy ones.
All right, we have, the answer is Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox is right, Brandon. Look. Whoop, whoop.
All right, we're ready for the next one?
Next question.
What was Lilith's second husband's name on the TV show Frasier?
Ooh, Lilith's second husband's name on Frasier. That's tough. I'm trying to remember.
I know.
She
I tried
tried
to
twice.
get kind of brain scratchers. That was very easy. So I dug.
I love Frasier. I would watch that if it was still on. All right, this is issue 300. Ready? 300. These are all just cover price. So I've got the A cover. Kevin Parent wrote a tell, he mentioned me in a comment. Hope it was good. I've got the black and white of the A for cover price.
Yeah, no, I have 2.
I've got the Capullo with trade dress. Got Capullo with no trade dress. Cover price, cover price. I've got the Capullo McFarlane cover. The cover price. And the black and white. What was this? You say you like J. Scott Campbell? Okay. There's J. Scott Campbell. That is the trade dress. And the non-trade dress. And the black and white. I've got Opena. Opena, non-trade dress. And the black and white. This is really the entire, like all the versions of it. That one's the Alexander. And then we get into the rare ones. Let me put this down. Okay. The rare 300s are the blank $300 or $30. I have two. I have the first print homage, and that one is $35. I didn't even put this price in here. And then 300 second prints I've got for $20. Mauricio, this one, correct? Just making sure we got the right thing. And then I've got Spawn number 301 blank, and that one's 20. Okay, here's some other cool rare ones. This one is from Image, the 25th anniversary director's cut Spawn number 1, and that one is a $50 book. As a first print, 25th anniversary. By the way, all the Spawns that I've been handing you, can you put 311 on the top corner? Because they're concise. I just forgot to write it down. I also have a first print of the Spawn Image first. I think they're up to like 5th print of this book right now. So this is the first print at 15. I've got Image Spawn director's cut, the McFarlane cover, and that one is $8. First print anniversary. Gotcha. Number 2. There you go. There it goes back. This number 2. This new. That's wait for it to clear up.
Okay, I'm seeing you moving now.
Okay.
So, okay. All right.
I'm gonna close a bunch of other stuff. Okay, good. So this is newsstand number 2. It does have small spine ticks on it. This one is $60. And I have a Spawn number 6, also a newsstand, and that one is $50. Has small spine stresses. Brian P. was with Lilith after Frasier. Anyone else want to give an answer? I've got Spawn number 9. This is a pretty good clean copy of the first appearance of Angela. That one is $15. Spawn number 40 is just $5. And Spawn 41 is $7. There you go, Hardin. Did you hear my shoulder crack? My word. No. It's like, could you get Okay. And JD, because we've been doing weird breaks, do we need to take another one, and can we run to the end? Up to you. All right, let's just run to the end because we've had weird breaks, and I think we just started again. So, what is the answer to our trivia?
The answer is Brian.
It's Brian. 62 Lefty Blues. No. By the way, 62 Lefty Blues, if you win prizes during a show that you don't purchase anything, then we don't know what to do with it. So win something so we can put it in a pile to send to you.
I'm going to read out the next one.
Here goes.
I'm going to give options too, because this is a very broad one, but it's a good one.
Okay.
Which was the biggest selling movie at the box office in 1993?
Okay, 1993. Which was the top selling box office?
We'll give three options: Mrs. Doubtfire, Jurassic Park, or The Fugitive.
Okay. I think this is possible. We did this one on Monday, Jurassic Park. Okay. So I think we might be going. So go the opposite way of what we're going now. Yes.
Okay.
JG one.
You want me to do another one?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You just throw them at me and I'll tell you what we did it. Oh, do that.
That one? Okay. What scripture does Jules quote before he kills someone in Pulp Fiction?
Okay. What scripture does Jules quote before he kills someone in Pulp Fiction? He does it more than once, think. All right, this is some cool Spawn stuff, all in order here. Spawn number 286, the McFarlane cover. That one in black and white. That one's 8. And in color, 11. I forgot what made this one special. Hold, please. Oh, this is cover number 3 from 286, and this one is 20. This is cover 4 of 8, and that one is 35. 5 of 8 is 10. I will take either you actually quoting the quote or telling us where it came from. Spawn 6 of 8. That one is 15. 7 of 8 is 20. And 8 of 8 is 8. Extra points if you can tell me where else we see that scripture in a different movie related to a character. King James Bible is true. Okay. Spawn number 287. That one is 15. That one's 20. Spawn 288. Looks like his head's melting. That one's 10. Black and white is 10. Yeah, it does. Number 288, black and white is 20. It is on his headstone. It is on Nick Fury's headstone, and then Nick Fury walks up, so it's pretty funny. Nope, not Revelation. It is Ezekiel for sure. Spawn 289 is 15. Something like the path of the something man is beset on balls. I don't know. I wish I could remember all of it. 289 is 20. It was a good cover. 290 is 20. 290 black and white is 12. And that is the gorgeous non-trade dress. That one is a $50 book. That's $291. That one's 15. And $291 non-trade dress. That one is 15. Put these backwards. Okay, Spawn number 292. That one is 12. Great cover. Non-trade dress of that same book is 15. All right, I think everyone's answered. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is Ezekiel 25.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't quote it on there, does it?
Yeah.
292 is 15 in black and white. What's the next question?
In the TV show The Simpsons, who shot Mr. Burns?
Oh, in The Simpsons, who shot Mr. Burns? Okay, I've got 293. That one is 16. This one is a non-trade dress, McFarlane. That one is 25. And this one is the black and white for 15. This is actually the first appearance of Godsend. Okay, Max. Can you go and make sure that everyone's been helped? Spawn 294. That one's 10. Isn't it the baby? I don't know. There is the non-trade dress for 10. And the black and white for 15. Number 295 is 15. There's a cool non-trade dress is 15. Black and white is 15. I've got some first appearances in this one as well. This is the first appearance of Mother Mary. It's the regular 296, and that one is 10. And that's the non-trade dress for 15.
Another battle game?
Black and white for 10. And then I've got a rare second print for 20. Okay, and then 297. That one's 10. Non-trade dress, 10. Cover C, black and white, 10. And then a rare second print of that for 20. Imani is in the house. All right, what's the answer to that crazy question?
The answer is Maggie. It is the baby who
The
did it.
baby did it.
Yeah.
You all win.
And then, do you want to? Did we do that one?
I don't think so. Okay, I don't recognize it.
All right.
Here's a new question.
All right. What kind of animal is Pumbaa in The Lion King?
What kind of animal is Pumbaa?
And do you want to, when you get some to show off Ruth again, because I know that.
I sure will.
Amani.
I've only got this many more spawns, and then we're done. 298 is 5. Non-trade dress is 5. Black and white is 7. And second print is 15. And then 299 is 5. Non-trade dress is 5. And black and white is 7. And that's all of the spawns. All right, Imani, I think Kyle sent you over to see that I had a full set of Truth. They're all beautiful. I normally had it at $125 for the whole set, but it's just $100. So I want it to go to the right house and not just sit up here on my board all the time. Someone's guessed Warthog. All right, I've got some more boxes I'm going to go through over here, but I did want to give you guys another chance at this option that I gave to you guys. What was the last 6 spawn? Talking about this one? That was a newsstand edition. That was 50. All right. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Color Classics. That one is $30 book. I've got this one last one I'm going to offer at $15, and then got some in the store for full price if you miss it. Oh, the comics I last showed. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last 6 I showed. Okay, we'll go to 7 because otherwise it doesn't make sense. $2.98. The A cover for $5. Oh, the homage to Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know if any of those were, because I think all of these are just, maybe they are homages, and I don't know. I guess I do have the same ones. Okay, so 5, 5, and 7. Those are all $2.98. And then second print $2.98. That one is $15. And then this is $2.99. 5, 5, and 7 for the black and white. I'll take the NTD non-trade dress. Okay. Second print also, and $2.99. Okay. So that's the second print. And there's the non-trade dress for $2.99. We got it. Woohoo. Perfect. I got it there for you. Also, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Classics Volume 1. I've got this one last copy at 10. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Volume 29. It's the most recent volume, or sorry, 23. Most recent volume. This one is a $20 book for $10. This one last copy goes out to the floor after this. Sonic the Hedgehog, All or Nothing. This one is $10.
We couldn't find Drew Bailey's
I think that it's probably just sitting in a pile that they could not find, so we'll find it for you, Drew. If all else fails, I will pull you another one. The Ghostbusters Spectral Shenanigans. This one is a $60 book online for $30. This last copy. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universe. That was a $20 book for $10. Okay, we're going to go through as many of these just random books in this box as we can. It's random book time. I know you guys like randos. Right? Grab something from the middle. And this is a true what's in the box. I don't know. And I'm just going to make up prices. All right, I've got Ultimates 9. Today, $2.
Still doesn't have a Good Boy.
Oh, you still don't have a copy of Good Boy? So I have regular #1 Good Boys out on the store for I think it's a $5 book. This is the stuff that came out of a super rare Kickstarter. I backed what they created a Kickstarter box just for me at the most expensive price point, which was insane.
I love the name too.
But down there at the end, the Good Boy, that is a not for sale. Those were a thank you comic. I just have it up there so you can see it. This one is #1, but it has extra content in it, only available in this book, and it has gold foil. This one's a $50 book that I'm doing for $40 until the show ends. Don't let the amount that I have there fool you. It's an incredibly rare book. I just backed it at a super expensive amount. So this is not available. That's just for show. This is Who's a Good Boy? This is actually Good Boy #1 B, but it's the B Kickstarter version. There's no, the normal B that went to the public is a Francavilla cover. This one is normally a $35 book I'm doing for $25 while we're here. foil goes to Mauricio. Always like to pull from the middle. Gotcha. And then the only other one that I had available for you guys today, and I'm down to 2 copies, is that right? Yep. Is the Chromium homage cover. And these were normally, there were only 1 available to each Kickstarter, so these are exceptionally rare. These are $75.
She was here a short time ago. I thought I saw her.
Gotcha, Mauricio. You're hooked up. This is from the pages of Heckboy, Dark Horse Comics, number 4 of the Crimson Lotus for $2.
I think we fulfilled that.
And number 5 of the Crimson Lotus for $2. From Cullen Bunn, I've got Cold Spots, issue 5 for $2. Young Justice number 2, that's the B cover, $2. Also the $75 boy. And they are reprinting our Kirkham Chromium. So that if you guys wonder why we don't have the Kirkham Chromium from the release. Oh.
Or was he? I think he was talking about the.
I was just picking up random stuff. There it is. The $75. That's why I have a bean around. She's way smarter. Artifact 1. This is 3B for $2. Executive Assistant Iris. This one is the first issue, cover A, for $2. Grayson number 15, part of the Robin War for $2. An awesome boombox book. This is the Avant-Gardes number 2 for $2. I have Superman Batman number 18 for $2. Superman Batman number 28 for $2. Assassination Nation number 2 from Image Skybound, $2. World War Hulk Frontline number 3 of 6 for $2. Got a couple copies of Barbarella Deja Thoris number 1, cover C for $2. And Bonnie, Monsters and Magi, which is the second story arc, number 8 for $2. World War Hulk Gamma Core number 2 for $2.
Do we want to do one more trivia?
Ooh, do a trivia.
Yes. Okay. So the answer to what kind of animal is Pumbaa is warthog.
Warthog is correct.
Yes. And now next one is going to be who played Happy in the movie Happy Gilmore from 1996.
You guys better get this right. Ooh. How about Dark Arc number 5, original series Dark Arc number 5 for $2? Barbarella goes to West G.
That's a good steal at $2. I think it's worth more than that.
Oh yeah. Okay. This is the boxes I usually do at cover price, so it is a great deal. I also have Dark Arc After the Flood number 2, the second series.
One day, just figure out how to make EMP.
From Cave Pictures Publishing, The No Ones number 3 for $2. And number 5 says, I am hoping we win, even if I don't live to see it. Uncanny X-Men 17 for $2. New Superman number 10 for $2. Got Green Lanterns 28 for $2. 32 for $2. 33 for $2. 34 for $2. 36 for $2. Supergirl number 16, Superman 43, Wonder Woman Annual number 2, and Wonder Woman number 49. Random grab again. Got Trinity number 5, 11, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, and 22. What's the answer?
What's the answer? It's Adam Sandler.
Whoop, whoop. Adam Sandler is right. Can I send you some samples of what I've drawn for Kalaman? And oh, of course. And Doris is just on Facebook. Like for anybody that's brand new and has never bought from us before and just wants to know what the schedule is, or to converse with me in any way, as long as it's about comic books and comic book stuff. On Facebook, if you look up Jen King, I look just like this. Just send me a direct message, and after the show, I'll send you a link with all of our show times and all that good stuff, so you can come and have fun and do trivia and buy some comic books if any of them appeal to you. And I'm happy to do that, and also to look at your awesome pictures of Columbine. The Batman's Grave number 4. Yeah, we've run out of time. That's crazy. Thank you, everybody, so much for coming and enjoying our Crazy Chaos show with our Good Boy opening and getting to talk to lots of creators today. Please do remember to send me a direct message or to fill out this cool scrolling form on the bottom. www.spacecadetscollection.com/RegCBSE, and that'll get you signed up. There is .com/RegCBSE, and that'll get you signed up with us if you're watching us from somewhere else like YouTube. Thank you again. I appreciate y'all. Stay tuned to the experience. We always have cool new stuff coming up. Bye, y'all. Bye.